Okay, folks, now notice how the mule is doing whatever the mule wants to do. And notice also how our handler has the rope fairly close and then also to his hand. And notice how he's using his hand upside down like this. And notice the mule just pretty much has got him on ignore. Doesn't care less what he's doing or what's going on. He's saying, I want to do my own thing. And so we got to fix that. So I'm going to take this right here. And I want to adjust this down so it's 2 fingers above the nostril. Pull this up, push down, 2 fingers above the nostril. Now, as soon as he looks over there, I give him a bump. Looks over there, I give him a bump. Looks over there, I give him a bump. Notice the lips starting to lick. That means yes, sir. Straight. I want straightness only. Don't look over there, it's going to be uncomfortable. Notice how I have it loose until he makes a mistake. That's a mistake. That's perfect. That's a mistake. Only straightness. That's all I want. Not to move your feet. So when he does, I'm going to bump him. If he's not correct, I'm going to bump him. I want straightness only. Straightness only. Straightness only. There. Now, I don't want to move his feet. I want his feet to go. Now, let's just say I want to back him up. Again, I'll readjust the halter. Come along, hitch. Now I'll get in the front, and I'll just start bumping down. See how stiff he is? He's stiff in the front end. Bump him down. Move them feet. There we go. Moves the feet, I stop. See, he's looking for the answer. Why are you bumping on my nose? Well, I'll move back this much. No, I want you to move back more. Like that. Good. Now I'll move your head a little bit. Move you over here. Now I want you to stop right there. I want you to stop right there. I don't want you to move. I want you to be straight. You don't put your head down. Every time you make a mistake, I'm going to bump it. Keep your back. There, good. You're moving your feet, bump, 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 till the feet stop. Now this is going to help your timing. Come along work helps your timing. The feet with your hands.
So Steve, this mule's been out a pasture pet for 6 years. Hasn't been worked with. He's just been fed and fat and babied. So he doesn't respect space and boundaries. He nudges you with his head. He pushes you around.
Yep. It's the biggest problem that I have with mules. Is ground communication. People, hey, he rides good. So what? Fix it on the ground, you'll have a better ride. Notice the difference. Yeah, get out of here. He don't want to move because if he moves, his nose is going to be sore. Notice here, we got some hair moving. We're starting to make some marks. Good. Sooner he starts missing some hair, the more he's going to pay attention. The come-along hitch, folks, the come-along hitch is what works with the mules because they work off of their nose. So I want ground communication to learn how to listen. Throw it on the ground, he's now ground tied. Get out of here! In Brazil, I had people up in the audience yelling and screaming and stomping. The mule never moved. The horsemen teach, let his feet move until he quits. No, wait a minute. I'm at the Grand Canyon on the side of a hill. I want his feet to stay in place. Okay, stay right there. Good. So when you train using the nose. Always do using come-along rope for the next 6 months. Everywhere you take him, you're going to take him with the come-along rope. Now, I'm going to teach the mule to go down the trail straight. If he looks to the right or to the left, I'm going to bump him. As long as he's looking straight, I'm going to be good. So, from the hitching post to the corral, from the hitching post to the trailer, I want my mule to be straight, like this. I want leverage here so that I can control him. If I get here, he's got me. Here, I've got leverage. So he looks over that way, I give him a bump. Feet don't move. Give him a bump. Straightness. He's going to lick his lips. He's going to say, yes, sir. Now I pick him up, ask him to go, ask him to stop. Ask him to go, Ask him to stop.
He's a quick learner. But a good teacher.
Thank you. Quick learners, exactly. But look, it's from the nose, guys.
Yeah.
I could take any mule. I had a Percheron horse that I trained up in Susanville, California, when I was a professor of equine science there in California. And so I taught the animal to jump up in a trailer. The owner had a broken arm. He had just got the horse from the trainer, but the trainer says, the only thing we can't do is load him in a trailer. And 20 minutes later, using this come-along hitch, that horse couldn't wait to jump in a trailer. And then I took the guy, I said, now take your broken arm and 2 fingers and take him over and let him jump in a trailer. That horse couldn't wait to get in there because of this. Now, the old guy I learned from, he did nothing but horses. But mules, I found out really good. It changes their whole attitude. Now, right there, I should have bumped him with his feet moved. But especially, I don't even look right and left. I'm to learn to be straight only. That was not my timing. See, it was too late. The timing needs to be when the feet are moving or when they're thinking about moving. Yeah, get out of here! Yeah. There you go. Come along hitch for the next 6 months. Anytime you're building a foundation, you build it over a 6-month time frame. Now, folks, you're watching this probably thinking, dang, that sure is tough on that mule. It sure is tough on them getting their nose roughed up, and it's really hard, a lot of work and this sort of thing. But folks, this animal, if he gets in my space right here and steps on me, I'm up a creek. This is an equine. I am a predator. They don't want me in their space anyway, and to move me, they'll come to me. Now, he's in my space right now. Let's just say I can't move him by doing the rope. I'll tap him right here. Now I'll tap him here. I get him out of my space. You see that? Or if I've got him trained well, which I don't have him yet, I just bump this. Shoulder, there we go. Slightest try. Take the slightest try and go. If you don't get serious and give these guys a little bit of discomfort, you're going to have a problem. Now, where do I get this? A mare. When you're coming into my space, she looks at you and she pins her ears and she says, don't come no closer. You keep coming into her space. Now she pins her ears, she swishes her tail. She asks, now she told you what to do next. She kicks. So me, this little bit of bumping on the nose is nothing compared to a kick or a bite. When they get into your space, they're trying to move you. That's the way they say to get out of my space. Do what I want you to do. You don't want to do that. You want to tell them, you stand here, I can come into your space. Hey, get out of here, get out of here. You cannot come into my space. But notice, no matter what I do here, this mule don't want to move his feet because his nose is going to get bumped. When you train from the nose. So you come up here, yeah. He don't want to move feet because he doesn't want his nose bumped.